We start with what President Trump is calling America's Liberation Day. We're taking a live look at the White House, where President Trump will announce sweeping new global tariffs later this afternoon. The overhaul of the U.S. trade policy could impact stock markets worldwide today. We're going to break down every angle of this major developing story this morning, what we know about the president's plans, where and when we will see prices rise, and also who stands to benefit from these tariffs. Let's start things off with Kelly Meyer, who's in Washington for us. Kelly, good morning to you. The president says he's settled on a tariff plan, but has been pretty light on details so far. What are we expecting him to announce today?
Yeah, good morning, Markie. So I was in that White House briefing with Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, yesterday, and she repeatedly said she, quote, didn't want to get ahead of the president, but whatever he does do, she told us, will go into effect immediately. So whatever he announces today goes into effect immediately. Now, much of the details are unknown, but the White House goals are to curb the flow of fentanyl into the U.S., level the playing field with allies and adversaries, they tell us, raise government revenue, and boost American-made manufacturing all at once. And that includes our auto industry, which the president hopes to help out with a 25% tax on foreign car imports. That goes into effect at midnight tonight, with the tax on car parts to follow May 3rd. A White House official told me the president told American auto companies not to raise prices, saying they can eat any added cost. So I pressed the White House press secretary on that yesterday.
In his speech on Inauguration Day, he said, quote, instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens. Right. So then why did he have to tell the domestic automakers not to raise prices?
Well, that was a private conversation that was had. I'm not sure if that comment was made or was not made. But as for what the president said in his Inauguration Day speech, he's absolutely correct. A tariff will be a tax on these foreign nations, these foreign companies, and if they want to be absolved of that tariff, then they can come here to the United States of America to do business, bring their jobs here.
So the White House press secretary said President Trump was meeting with his trade and tariff team yesterday to finalize this announcement to ensure this is, quote, the perfect deal for the American people. Now, that announcement will be happening later today in the Rose Garden. It's dubbed the, quote, Make America Wealthy Again speech. And it's worth noting, Markie, that today's speech will be after the markets close. Markie.
Interesting. And Kelly, you know, you pressed the rewind button too. The president implemented tariffs during his first term. What kind of impact did those have, and what does the White House expect to happen now?
Yeah, that's right. The president has long loved tariffs, calling it the, quote, most beautiful word in the dictionary. He imposed hefty tariffs during his first term, many similar to what he's doing right now. In 2018, he imposed 25% tariffs on most steel and aluminum imports, which he resurrected in February of this year. He also escalated tariffs on Chinese imports, leading to a trade war with Beijing. And he imposed 30 to 50% tariffs on solar panels and washing machines. Those tariffs helped bring some factory jobs to South Carolina, but left American consumers paying higher prices. Similarly, the steel and aluminum tariffs boosted U.S. production, but ultimately jacked up prices, and production eventually fell off. Now, President Biden not only kept those tariffs on China, but hiked them even further, and that also likely raised prices for Americans. In 2019, the New York Federal Reserve estimated that the trade war with China at the time could cost the American household more than $830 each year. And when I asked about the cost of tariffs, one White House official pointed me to the investment the country is seeing right now, with South Korea, Japan, and Qatar choosing to invest in U.S. industries or bring their businesses here. So that's one of the goals of this tariff announcement for the Trump administration today, Markie.
Yeah, eager to see what today has in store. Kelly, thank you so much. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.